Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Persian War series. We are on the third installment on the fourth mission, First Blood, Mission 4 to the Sea. Um, yeah, that would be a pretty interesting mission. We certainly gonna have a lot of trouble, but you guys gonna understand that due to an unknown reason, probably a small, very small bug by the end. But don't worry, that won't be anything that will really compromise our fun. Let's go. Okay, let's see. One moment to mark the very good work of the maps made by Gordon Varel. Let's start the text on the instructions. The Themistocles watched the extraordinary scene unfold before him. Never in the memory of the Hellenes had such an event occurred before. Here in the streets of Sparta, millions debated with Epiroeans, Chalcidians argued with Laconians, Greeks from every corner of the world discussing, invading, cajoling to form a unified front against advancing Persians. And in the midst of it all stood the Spartans with their unmistakable air of superiority. This is what rankled Themistocles most of all. Greeks everywhere admired Athens for her victory at Marathon, yes, but it was still the Spartans who were regarded as possessing true military prowess. So the Greek people turned to Sparta for leadership in this time of crisis. Greeks, they can never see beyond next month. Themistocles thought to himself, if Sparta is allowed to lead us to victory, then Hellenic civilization will suffer for it. These soldiers, these camp dwellers and slave keepers have no art to speak of, no philosophy, no architecture, and no science other than the science of war. Is this to be our future, when glorious Athens could endow the Hellenes with genius, greatness, and spiritual magnificence beyond their wildest dreams? Athens must be the city who leads us in the future, not Sparta. But to do that, Athenians must distinguish themselves in this upcoming war with Xerxes, and then move forward to take command of the Greek alliance. As the generals, or strategoi, from the member states confer, the first military plan of action is hatched. In order to secure wavering Thessaly's membership in the alliance, an expeditionary force will be dispatched to that northern region. Interesting. Their mission to determine if the advancing Persian army can be bottled up in the valley of Tempe, between Mount Olympus and Mount Ossa. If the Persians can be held at Tempe while the allied armies are assembled, then Thessaly will be rescued from the iron fist of Xerxes. If not, Thessaly will be made a separate peace with the emperor, and the only source of high-grade cavalry will be lost to the allies. Victory conditions. You, Themistocles, have been assigned to reconnoiter a group of mountain passes in the Scian Mountains. You have been delivered to a small coastal town in Thessaly by a swift Athenian war galley. To later mission successfully make contact with the Thessalian forces waiting in the city of Larissa. Then you must build two centauries in each of four areas on the northern side of the river Pineios. The areas are mountain passes, marked by regular patterns of rocks. You have a limited supply of stone with which to accomplish this, although you may find small supplemental amounts in the area. You also have a limited labor force, work and well. If the Persian guard kills them, your mission is lost. Finally, once you have built the 8 sentry towers, you must rejoin your war galley on the Aegean coast. The reputation and the glory of Athens rise with you, citizen. Make us proud. Okay, let's go to the history. The Greek Senate Tempe was Themistocles' first test as a military leader. Although politically it made sense for the Greek Congress to attempt to defend Thessaly, in the long run it cost them far more than they gained. Once Tempe was abandoned and the Greeks made their combined stand at Thermopylae and Artemision, a much wiser choice militarily, the cities between Thessaly and Attica had lost heart. They either became neutral or openly cut deals with Xerxes. Oh, that's This meant the loss of valuable troops for the Allies, and in the end made it inevitable that Athens herself would be looted and burned by Xerxes. That's a bit of spoiler, but yeah, that's very interesting. So we are in a very delicate mission apparently, and it will be on a very difficult terrain. The hints before we start out. Larissa has already been making deals with Xerxes, so her guard towers will offer you no protection at all, which is bad. Build your own, 2 or 3, with villagers with power 10. And when the initial wave of Persians has been neutralized, grab the transport near the Lattice dock and head to the right-hand corner of the map. Okay. There you can replenish your stone and start building inland, 1 mountain pass at a time. Some water time, please. That'll be a fixed force, but there will be a very strategical economy that should be done. Let's do it. Ooh. Okay, I should go by that way. Larissa, we are in the coastal town, and we must reach the town of Larissa, where we should see our troops there. This is small, yeah, Larissa, coastal town. We shouldn't cross a river where there will be our enemies. And there will be some skirmishers and the Persian guard. The Athenian fleet is just the boat that I used to reach this place, apparently. Okay, let's try to build some forces here. Yeah, you guys are run away. I'm not entirely sure if I will be able to get one of these boats alive. Oh, let's see if this messy sword gonna be useful. Okay. We're gonna need a lot of Okay. We did not have the best choices over this war, but it's very hard because there are many missile units and we don't have much stuff really to trade off effectively against them. It's simply not good for us in these conditions. Anyway. From here. No. There you go, we can lose. That's very good reason. Yeah, I'm gonna need to have more advanced towers over there, and I'm not gonna win. So go straight to ladder set, and now let's try this again. Probably gonna have 3 of these. Then I build some storage pit over there and try to make a more defensible position. Yeah, at least some functional economy, at least with wood. But not very simple. Very hard to deal with these Persian 4th war archers. Yeah, you guys stay here. You're gonna need these scouts, even though they suck regarding combat. You're gonna need 10 for scouting purposes. Nothing more. They will be very valuable because it'll be the first skirmishers over there. Yeah. And you're gonna be in my control group 1, the Mysticless. Yeah, good. And control group. You guys stay here very quiet. That'll be good for all of you. That'll be good to concentrate fire. And we're gonna score a lot of kills on these Persian guards. No losses so far. Do you guys need to come nearby? Very good. much better kill death ratio this time. But there are still part of the red army alive. Yeah, pay attention to these stones, I'm gonna explain about that soon. You guys make sure to try to find for more scouting information. That was a lot of focus from the red. Persian Ward is very strong, especially the hardest. And it's not really a big map. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do a breakthrough over then. Probably try to use my hope points as my shield. And I come out with this, guys. Also with my hero, which is also cavalry unit. And there we go. At least there is kind of an open field here to maneuver. Persian skirmishers. Yep, this is very good. So all of the Persian units have been defeated in the area. Very good, and now we can proceed. And as you can imagine, the scenario instructions is quite clear. It's all about you must build 2 sentry towers in each of 4 areas on the northern side of the river Peneus. Okay. Approximate areas. So there we go, you see. Let's build one here. Right in the middle. And then there is the stone quarry that we can use is located over here. So that was pretty cool. The second attempt for me was much more fun. And we had the right we probably had the right place to push them. Let's try to put here this one. There we go, there's the stone quarry. And also another area here. Let me check again. This pass, another passing, and these other paths over here. regular pattern of rocks. And we need to grab a little bit more of stone. We could have used a few more other... We could use a few more other buildings like walls. What else? Farms? Interesting. But although they would be useless. Yeah. Could have all of that. No dock and no way to get gold. Let me check if this is still okay with my recording. Oh yeah, it is. That's pretty amazing. So let's keep doing it until the ending. And as you can imagine, it's not really complex. You already killed everything, so you just need to create the sentry towers. I could have created it earlier and tried to use advancing sentry towers to my advantage. You can make 2 sentry towers, and then you can build the other 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here, and 2 here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to build 8 sentry towers at least in this scenario. There we go. Yeah. And as you can see, there is no victory message because we have a very bizarre situation where even if I try to build several towers here, the trigger will not work, and that's very sad. Apparently, I need to build the towers and then go back to the galley. You must rejoin our galley on the Aegean coast. Yeah, it's the galley over here. Oh yeah, and these 2 crappy light transports were quite useless. Here is the galley. And yeah, it's just a single unit. Oh yeah, it worked this time. Surprisingly. So GG is not bugged at all. Yeah, somehow last time that I played, I couldn't win the scenario, and I have no idea why. Maybe because somehow the orange war galley moved. So maybe that was the reason. Who knows? Yeah, GG. That was pretty amazing. So yeah, last time I tried to do it, did not work. But that's how we win, and it's a very complex, by the way. Only missile units, and you got plenty of infantry, and need to do the push on the right time. The veiled attempt cannot be held against the Persians. The expedition to Thessaly has proven this. Alliance forces have been withdrawn from Thessaly, and that pastoral land of fine cavalry will now cut a separate deal with Xerxes. However, the failure attempt nevertheless carried benefits for you, Themistocles. Because of this expedition, no one distinguished himself more than you did. Greeks are whispering that a new military leader for modern Greece has appeared, and it is you. The eyes of the Alliance are upon you, but your trial by war has only just begun. GG. So almost 40 kills. That's amazing, and only 8 losses. Very good. Persian wars could only kill 1 unit and could raise 1 building for me. Very interesting. Kill and death ratio is very good, 31, and we did not get the largest army by 4, but also we got the best score. And yeah, that was the only important thing to look at this. So yeah, GG, and thanks for watching. That was pretty cool, pretty amazing, and to my good surprise, it's not bugged. So have fun, people. GG, folks.